The following podcast contains strong language and ridiculous cartoon scenarios conjured up by two self-proclaimed comedy wizards. Between you and me, they're more like Saturday morning court jesters fueled by sugary cereal. But either way, the opinions expressed and presented are mere musings, so please humor their well-intentioned hijinks with a laugh and not by taking anything they say seriously. Unless, of course, you want to pay them to say something else. You could always use a new pair of shoes.
Hello everybody, I'm Brent.
I'm Matt.
And welcome to ReviewParty.com, episode 30. Holy guacamole.
Holy cow.
Holy cows, holy guacamole, holy beef, holy chicken, holy rice. We got ourselves a little Mexican meal, a little taco dish. Sounds delicious. Also, Happy New Year, everybody.
Feliz Nuevo Año.
Oh, very, very impressive. Shit. The big holiday in Japan is New Year's, and I can't think of what Happy New Year's is. I'm a failure.
Domo imasu ka?
Don't touch my mustache. That's probably what it is. Good thing my sensei doesn't listen to this, especially because I'm sure they'd be offended by this first awful review. This review was submitted by Scott Nimitz. Thanks, Dad. It is a review from TripAdvisor for the Jelly Belly Factory Tour. Now, Matt, have you gone on the Kenosha Jelly Belly Factory Tour?
I haven't. I've just driven past it many times.
I don't want to, what's it called? Screw the pooch?
That's a thing.
I don't want to sell the farm on this review. It is the California leg of the tour, not the Kenosha one we're familiar with.
Not gonna get to really see how the sausage gets made here.
Yeah, but I'm sure I'll reveal during the review how I felt about the Kenosha one. But without further ado, here is Sean O's review of the Jelly Belly Factory Tour in Fairfield, California. I'll keep this short by saying that this place is a dump. There is no upkeep whatsoever. The carpet is faded with month-old jelly bean stains on it. Countertops and shelves are broken, chipped, and the staff isn't very friendly. The tour is kind of interesting if it is your first time and you don't mind the guide talking to you like you're a 2-year-old. All in all, it's a really ghetto reflection of how bad Fairfield as a town has become. So if you are with that, then by all means, have a good time. 2 stars.
I don't think I'm with it. I don't want to see the degradation of a community reflected in its confectionery factory.
It's confectionery, like, capitalist jelly bean.
It's like going through layers of sediment and figuring out, okay, there was a flood here during this time period. The soil was garbage. People must have starved. But instead, you're going through a Jelly Belly factory. Okay, see, there's a lot of jelly bean stains over here. Those were the good times.
Oh, yeah. Johnny definitely puked in this corner after he ate too many jelly beans. Look at this carpet. It is a mess. How did they not replace that?
So you might think that that so many unregarded stains means lack of attention. They didn't have anyone on staff. It just means that cups were overflowing with Jelly Bellies.
There were so waterfalls, more jelly beans than one could hope to consume in 1,000 lifetimes.
Got buttered popcorn. You've got booger and fresh cut grass.
They flowed like the fine suppositories into the Lake Minnetonka. The jelly bean rivers flowing. But now it's a jelly bean drought. All that's left is the stains.
There once was fun here. There once was carnauba wax. Now there's nothing.
There once was passionfruit. All that's left is artificial grape.
And Yellow Lake 5.
Ugh. Ugh. That's worse than those. Every flavor of Bertie Bott's Harry Potter jelly beans.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
The beanboozles.
I've been
Those
eating
things
boozle before, and I hate it. You know what one I hate more than anything? The one I hate more than the booger or the grass flavor or anything like that?
Black licorice?
The buttered popcorn flavor.
It's too sweet.
It just tastes so acidic, I feel like. It tastes like you threw up in your mouth a little bit. Is what the Bertie Bott's beanboozled bungalow bop jelly beans taste like, dude. Nasty. I'd rather eat the booger flavor.
Honestly, name brand Jelly Bellies aren't I'm not with them anyway. Give me some knockoff dollar store jelly beans.
Really?
And I'm just or if you get the Starburst jelly beans, choice.
Oh, Starburst jelly beans are top shelf. I absolutely agree with you there. But I'm sort of that way about gummy bears. Screw that Haribo stuff. Give me the cheaper gummy bears, the better. I want to scrape the gummy bears out of the dollar store dumpster.
There's a little more freedom involved in that candy.
Yeah, there's no marketing. There's no bullshit to jack the prices up. It's just you and the bear. You and the gummies.
Chowing down.
You and the bean, dude. Chowing down. Going deep. Oh, but I don't want to leave this review without saying how I feel about the Kenosha Jelly Belly Factory. It's the worst thing I've ever gone into my life. It's they don't bring you through the factory. You get on this golf cart train, I guess you could say, and they just loop around the warehouse where just cardboard boxes are just stacked. And you just like watch little TVs about the factory. You don't go to the factory. And they just talk to you. And all I remember from that boring tour is the guy who founded Jelly Belly Factories was named Adolf. So that sticks with you.
That is a fun factoid.
But I will say, so I don't totally smash one of Kenosha's main tourist attractions, the Jelly Belly gift shop is awesome. Okay. Just go in the gift shop.
You've got the big old bags of belly flops, right?
Big old bags of belly flops. You got every flavor you could ever want that you can buy bulk. T-shirts, merchandise, all kinds of fun stuff. And it's not very expensive for a tourist shop like that, I feel like. A very great place. It is the opposite of the tour. Tour bad, gift shop good. I'm sure that's probably a pretty common thing.
Yeah, I'd have to say so.
Yeah, tour, half star. Gift shop, at least 4. A solid 4.
Okay.
A strong 4, I would say.
Hey, that balances out for continued mediocrity.
But I will also say I don't remember it being quote-unquote ghetto or very dirty. It was very clean.
That's how Wisconsin does it.
Yeah, Wisconsin keeps it crispy. And the employees are very friendly. Fairfield's just gone to the birds, according to Sean O here.
Gone to the Gators.
Sean Lee O. Gators in California. It's going to become Florida within a couple years.
I have an Amazon review. This was actually sent to me by a dear friend, Eric Martin, who I improvise with. It was sent to him by his girlfriend, Jen. So thanks to both of them.
Yeah, thank you, Eric and Jen.
This is an Amazon review for the Houseables 3-gram jar, 3 milliliter jar. I don't know which one it is, because those are different measurements. 50 pieces, BPA-free, cosmetic sample, empty container, plastic, round pot, black screw cap lid, small, tiny 3-gram bottle for makeup, eyeshadow, nails, powder, paint, jewelry.
What a mouthful.
Bunch of little canisters. And to the review, Brianna writes, they are tiny pieces of garbage. You couldn't fit a fart in here, and if you could, it would escape. Half of the lids won't even open, and out of the remainder, most of them cracked. Don't waste your money. 1 star.
Oh, that's a good one.
I could hear Brianna's frustration just coming out, just leaking out the cracks.
That's not the only thing leaking out those cracks, dude. A little bit of cheese that is being cut.
I know I'm immature, but who thinks about it? And like, I need to describe something. How do I? Couldn't fit a fart.
I mean, that is really funny, but I feel like farts come in all shapes and sizes. Am I right?
You're absolutely right.
A little tiny one bubble squeaker. I'm sure I could fit that just about anywhere.
Sometimes you got a dry air horn just to like a
Yeah. I could fit that between the crack of a door. I'm sure I could fit it between that little thing. I mean, it sounds like it just isn't what she expected.
No, they do look like just garbage.
Yeah, probably just plastic crap.
Plastic crap.
Put a little makeup. Hey, this is makeup holder label on it to try and make some money.
Yeah.
How long? Like now, okay. Here's a prank for all the cool boyfriends out there, all the funny prank doing boyfriends out there. Listen to reviewparty.com. Just fart in all your girlfriend's makeup. Wouldn't it be funny? See her using her makeup brush and know you farted on it.
Honey, is that new makeup or is it just pink eye?
Oh Lord. I don't know. You're not taking a dump on her makeup. just a little burp while you're going by, you know?
Just squeaking it out, yeah.
Just squeaking it out. That smelled like fart 48 hours ago. You giggle to yourself.
Very important that you giggle to yourself and no one else.
Right. She can never know.
Because if you start telling the boys, if you start telling Freddie Prinze Jr., word is going to get out what you're up to.
Yeah, maybe Eric and Jen listen to each other. See, Eric's laughing along. Like, ha ha ha, how ridiculous, I'd never do that. Meanwhile, Eric pulled this shit months ago. Don't let her know, Eric. Don't ever let her know. Ha, he's just laughing along. Yeah, what a silly bit.
It's a gag.
Juvenile bit. It's just a gag. Eric, we got your back, buddy.
What a gas, you know? Mustache.
I'm glad to know that you were honking a mustache the whole time you were making that noise.
Yep.
Honking the old stash.
That is truly a bygone art form in comedy.
Yeah. What do you mean? I'm pulling on the overalls. Tightening up your belt buckle, whatever the fuck. Just making noises, doing exaggerated actions. Man, they had it easy, those old comedians.
Mm-hmm.
I could go twist my nipples around and make a funny noise if it made I landed a Hollywood movie. No problem.
I'd do it just for fun.
I do it just for fun, actually. Who knows what I was doing there? That's for you, audience, to you can picture what I'm doing. Awooga is the funniest. Speaking of the funniest, this is one of the funniest named foods out there. I got a review for it. This is for some Virginia chutney brand mango chutney.
Chutney is a heck of a word.
It is a bit of a chut, a bit of a knee. This is for a pack of 4.4 ounces jars from Amazon. Our review is written by Janet Mann. She titles it Highly Recommended. Janet Mann.
All right, man.
Faster than a speeding bullet. Writing a review. More solid than a staircase. I don't know. Anyway, Janet titles it Highly Recommended. And she writes, I discovered this chutney in a market during a visit to Wisconsin and was delighted to be able to order more on Amazon. Used as a topping on cheese and crackers, it has a tangy flavor that is delicious. I even sent a jar to my son in Japan, 5 stars.
Whoa. Like, the first sentences of that, it made me think of the J. Peterman magazine.
Yep.
And I ordered some J. Peterman article of clothing years ago because
really?
I like Seinfeld and I needed a coat. But now I keep getting the magazine and the descriptions. Like, the show was making fun of it, but that's exactly how the descriptions are written. So maybe that'll be a segment on the show. I'll bring the magazine in and read a description.
That would be some modern J. Peterman.
Janet's taking me along this journey of discovery and self-worth with that.
Really?
I discovered it in a store, in a market.
In a market, very quaint.
I could see her there.
in Wisconsin, the quaintest of states.
Well, I don't know about that, but
The quaintest of
it's up there.
Redneckville cesspools.
Well,
Well,
no comment on that one.
hey, they're around. I see you out there.
They're out there.
They're out there. I look outside my window in the dead of night. Rednecks scatter to the bushes.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
My chutney.
My chutney.
That's how you attract, if you got a redneck problem, you unscrew the lid and you put it in one of those traps. And they walk in, but then the door shuts behind them and they can't get out.
Then they're trapped forever until they starve to death. The chutney only keeps them going so long. Oh, the tagline for Virginia chutney, by the way, is wonderful with cheese. That's really what we should have had our tagline for the show be.
Yeah, movieparty.com.
Wonderful
with cheese.
I have to say, that wouldn't be wrong, right?
Yeah, that tagline goes with anything.
I would love
most things.
To relax with a charcuterie tray and listen to our wonderful comedy podcast.
You need a cracker or something. You need some dried meats.
Dried meat.
I wouldn't just put chutney on cheese. That's
true.
That's
Just
a train wreck.
A slice of American cheese with some mango chut on it.
Yeah. Oh, pack it right in.
Pecorino, perhaps.
I think it's telling. She sent a jar of this to Japan.
Since she had to. Her son could not wait until he visited home to try this chutney.
What the heck is the son thinking in Japan, though, when he gets that?
Yeah, I'd be like, chutney? Unless, maybe it's really good chutney.
If it's really rad chutney.
I would have to say, if I was entertaining Japanese guests and I brought out like some crackers and some fancy American hometown chutney, I feel like that would be a hit.
That is a good point.
Yeah, I would win some people over.
Yeah, some stuff from the mainland.
Yeah, it's got a cool made in the USA little American flag sticker on it.
You can't get that anywhere.
You can't get that anywhere. Japanese think, like, fruit's so expensive in Japan that Japanese people think, like, mangoes are fancy as hell. You won, dude. Janet's hitting grand slam after grand slam.
Janet's our man.
Janet's our... Janet's our chutney man, our go-to chutney dude, our chutney plug. Oh, there's... By the way, I just saw this and it made me laugh. There are bullet points under the product, right, on Amazon.
Okay.
And stuff. Bullet point 1, all natural. Bullet point 2, gluten free. Bullet point 3, 3 by 4.4 ounce per jar. And bullet point 4, great cheese accompaniment. They're really pushing this cheese shit.
They got their hands in the cheesemaker's pockets, I think.
Oh, you say this is no mere coincidence.
Something stinks.
This is no mere encouraging suggestion.
This is not just, you got peanut butter in my chocolate. This is, let's put peanut butter in my chocolate.
The chutney rabbit hole grows ever deeper.
I want to find out.
I want to find out more about this mango. More about this chut. What's the difference between chut and jam?
I think it's chunkier and not necessarily exclusively sweet. There might be some savory herbs.
Oh, some savory. Yeah, I think that is right. They're a little bit more on the savory side.
Potentially. Like, you put it on pork. You put it on a
that would go good with there's some apple cider vinegar and ginger is some of the main ingredients. Garlic, cinnamon.
I dig it.
Ooh. I might want to order some of this shit now.
Sounds good.
It does sound good. Ooh, spicy plum chutney. I'm going down.
Nice.
That deep chutney rabbit hole I'm currently cascading down at a high velocity.
Okay, I'm going to pull you out, but not pull you out too far, because I got a review that also feels like it's very, very Midwestern-y. This is a review provided by Best Buy for the CompuStar two-way remote start system, installation required. It's a remote starter for your car. And Joel, 1984.
Oh, yeah. I'm already in this.
Right, this guy, we'll talk about him. Joel, 1984, titles his review, Works Like a Charm. I bought the CompuStar remote car starter for my daughter who lives in a college dorm. It is a brilliant solution for those who keep a car outside. On flat terrain, it starts the car over a quarter mile. Best Buy installation was quick and flawless. 5 stars.
A quarter mile?
I feel like this guy definitely tested it with his friends.
That is awesome. I gotta get me some of those.
You know, like he's got his son, or so he's got just the other neighborhood dad. Hey, you got a remote starter? Yeah. How far? They just sort of look up from their beers.
Let's find out, brother. Yeehaw! They start shooting their guns in the air. And that's a great afternoon for these wonderful folks.
That's exactly it. I hope I have afternoons that boring. I wonder how far that car starter is stowed away. All right, Jimmy, you take the keys and you run.
You run, boy. Hold the other end of this measuring tape and get going. Whoosh.
Dad, can't you just drive the car and then turn it off? Boy, I said run.
This ain't no vacation. Let's go get. Slaps him in the ass. He gets going.
Cracks a beer.
All right, now the fun begins, boys.
Life is good.
Man, it just makes me think. I could start my car all the way from the back of where I work, in the break room. Have it all toasty by the time I walk to the front and into the parking lot.
Quarter mile is not insignificant.
No, a quarter mile is wild, I feel like.
That if I am running full tilt, a couple years ago even probably, that's just less than a minute.
Yeah, that would take me about
sprinting.
Takes me about 45 minutes of sprinting. Faster for me to walk because I wouldn't.
If I sprinted, I wouldn't need the car to be warm anymore. I would be pretty darn piping.
Yeah, you would be hoping. Well, you don't want it to get in there. You're really piping. It's really cold. You got a foggy inside fog situation.
This is true.
You're steaming up.
Got your
my fellow glasses wearers in this bemasked world we live in. We now fear the steam. We now fear the body heat, the exhaust of the human mouth.
The mist is deadly.
The evil mist that slowly climbs its way up our seeing eyes, our seeing lenses. It's horrifying.
Yeah, I don't worry about that.
The hell is this review for?
CompuStar 2-way remote start system.
Oh yeah, that badass thing. Oh man,
it's a luxury.
What a luxury.
He got it for his daughter. That's a good dad.
What a good dad. Good dad. She can fire up from downtown, dude. Every time I would do it, I'd shoot the pretend J, and go Kobe, and start my car.
That's how the cool kids do it.
Hell yeah. Shoot the J. Shoot it. Chunk chunk. Kobe. Ooh, get that heat rolling. Get that heat rolling in the Wisconsin. Is it snow? Is you snowed out, Illinois boy?
No, we got like a fine dusting last night. We're scheduled to get some this week though. So
we got absolutely blasted as football fans may know. Watching the Monday Night Football. Was it? No, not Monday night. As football fans may know, watching the Sunday night game.
That's maybe the one.
The old Packers versus the Titans.
Pack attack.
Pack attack, attack the Titans. They couldn't handle it. Pack attack scored 40 points. Aaron Rodgers, GOAT. Let's go. Home field advantage all playoffs, baby.
Back into football then, are we?
Yeah, we're back. Just a little detour just for me to flex some Wisconsin.
It's all good.
You know, it's a Wisconsin-y kind of episode.
It is, so far.
But I'll gloat more to my Illinois sports fan friend over the break. We'll see you on the other side.
See ya.
Woo, I'm all steamy.
Hey everybody, thank you for listening to our lovely little podcast. If you'd like to go above and beyond in supporting our show, or have the most fabulous conversation starter since sliced bread, go to reviewparty.com. Click on shop and explore some fabulous t-shirt designs.
Where's your favorite place to wear a t-shirt?
On my body.
Mine is at the store.
That is a good place to wear a t-shirt. Reviewparty.com. Click shop.
Why stop there?
Don't stop now.
Don't stop me now, because I'm buying a t-shirt. I'm buying a shirt.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second half of the episode and to the second half of me, you, and meme reviews on the Bic for Her pens. If you're wondering what the heck is he talking about, stop right now and go back. Listen to last week's episode because that's where we talk about the Bic for Her pens. That's where we read.
Or if you're not big on chronology, just keep listening. You know, we're relaxed
listening.
and cool.
Yeah, we're going to do a quick recap anyway. But before we do that, I want to introduce a special guest to the reviewparty.com audio sphere. I have here with me my favorite cousin, Allie, the host of the CampaignHER podcast. It feels strange calling someone slightly older than me a prodigy, but prodigy in her own right.
I'm just so baffled you called me your favorite. I was just telling you to introduce me as such, but knowing how many cousins we have, aka my sister and your two cousins on your mom's side, I was very worried that I wouldn't make the cut. But thank you. I listen, and I'm very
Yeah,
honored.
you're the one listening, so you're the one that gets that label.
Well, thank you. I am the coolest.
Right. I've invited Allie here as something that this podcast has sorely missed, which is a female's perspective and an intelligent perspective as well.
Yeah, we've gotten deep on some Star Wars. We've like guessed at Pokemon movesets correctly. We've done some in some circles you might say intelligent things.
In some circles we are wise, but in the realms of Bic for Her pens and what that means, how that makes you feel.
Yeah, we cannot fully touch on that.
We're fighting with blunted blades. So
two blunted blades, almost rounded at the tip, you might say.
Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of rounded at the tip, we have these pens sitting in front of us here. One's pink and one's purple. Allie, go ahead and describe them.
Well, I have, as you know, Matt, so many feelings about these pens. I think it was roughly 2 nights ago, that you placed these in front of me at a time when I was at great peace and I was immediately sweating with anxiety and fear, right? So I think I have a lot of feelings. First and foremost, the pen writes in blue. The pen writes in blue is like a supple little, hey, you're a woman. Remember that men are in charge. Here's a blue.
Oh, right. Your fearless male overlords will not give you pink.
They
know that's what you want.
Eyes are everywhere, and you will doodle them on the corners of your notebook. But also, remember all those fun tampon commercials you've seen throughout your youth? You know, where instead of good old-fashioned chunky period blood, it's just a supple blue liquid. Because nothing says woman and femininity and equal rights for all like blue.
Blue liquids.
Yeah, I'm picturing some sort of like old sci-fi, maybe Star Trek era, saying obviously male directed, and they were trying to, these aliens have blood coming out of them, and it's just blue and like non-offensive and very, very as normal as blood coming out of,
but their blood is blue. Everything's not right. Yes.
Real blood, that's going to scare him.
Real blood, it's too much. But then I love this, what I would consider a damask pattern, right?
Yeah, almost a filigree.
Yes, it's etched not only on the base of the pen, but up the grip. You know, because I cannot, with my dainty feminine weak hands, grip anything that is not patterned. And then it continues to go up and it just disappears. Like all of my hopes and dreams of becoming a CEO at a major corporation.
Yeah, it seems as though they want your eyes to explore the various parts of this phallic object.
Oh, 100% good, sir. Yes, and I would say it's also about 73 cents or percentages smaller than a regular pen, But it does half the work. It does double the work of a regular pen.
It runs out twice.
The pen ink is filled all the way up. But it's basically what I'm most mad at. It's the same thing as their regular Bic pens. Yeah. But these bitches made it purple and pink because women cannot handle anything less fashionable for their, for their purses. And I love that Bic themselves described this as a fashionable accessory for personal expression and defined it as an elegant silhouette. The same silhouette as all their other pens. Literally the same silhouette. But because it's purple, it's sexier. It's sexier and it's more likely to let a man take her number down at a local gastropub.
A perfect number taking down pen.
Yes, full of jeweled accents and style and fashion.
If you ask for a young lady's number at the bar and you are male persuasion, and they they say, "Oh, I don't have paper." Grab your hand and take out this dainty pen and write their number on your hand.
You're gonna nut your jeans right there.
Right, that is peak male fantasy. Jeans nutted. Get me out of here.
Now let's examine it, or imagine a situation where you're sitting at a bar, you're vibing with this woman, and she pulls out some cheap pen from Ivy Tech University Community College. It's it's a capped pen, not even an elegant click. Like this guy,
Oh yeah, you gotta set. It's kind of hard to pull apart at the beginning.
Yeah, she's got to dab it on her tongue to get that ball rolling, and you're like, and she's just carving it into you like it's a witch's symbol. She's
some sort of prison shiv.
Yes, she's performing a hex. She's marking you, and later you wake up, you have no kidney. That's 100% what happens. Mm-hmm. That's what happens.
That's not what I'm looking for.
She cut it out with the damn pen cap. So yeah, I got feelings. It's not great.
No, I'm feeling the feelings.
I think it could be better. I think it's irresponsible. I think it's, disgusting. I personally like my pens to look like characters on Duck Dynasty. Okay? I want them to have a little beard. I want them to be camouflage. So I drop it on the bar and they're like, "Well, where'd it go?" And then I perform like a witch's trick because I pull it back up and they're like, "But how'd she do that?" And then they kind of try to burn me at the stake, but I fight them right back.
You want kind of the camper's utility knife of pens.
100%. Yes. I want them to chase me because they fear me. And then at the last minute, I want to disappear into the night. That's the pen I want.
I think we make an interesting yin and yang because something I've been thinking about is, besides many of these features of this pen are something that me, a straight male who's in touch with his feminine side, would really love. I would really love supple blue ink, purple accents. That all sounds great to me. But I admittedly have giant Bigfoot clumsy hands and I couldn't handle the smaller pen, and I just think some sort of customization. I want the for her pens but 10 sizes, a couple sizes.
Well, again, I'd like to remind you that this pen is the same as the normal size pen. They didn't make it smaller.
Oh, they just made it smaller.
They just made it more expensive, so we feel bad about ourselves. But yes, I agree. I am also what I would consider a thick woman. That's thick with at least 3 C's. Okay, and
3.
I want to hold 3. I've pushed 2 children
Mario Kart
out
levels.
of my Bic for her pen splot. Okay, I'm thick. But what I would prefer is those oversized novelty pens you buy so that cartoon creatures can sign your autograph book at Disney World.
Or the want those stupid dollar store novelty pencils.
Yes. I personally need a pen that is at least 2 feet long and that is thick enough for Goofy to wrap in his meaty fist and write his name so that I know that this is mine and no man's going to walk away with it,
I want to find Bic or Papermate. One of those companies needs to just step up to the plate and match Adidas or Nike 100%. In their level of customization. You go online, or Xbox is doing it now too. You can get your controller, all the colors you want, the styles you want. I want my pen designed.
And the icons you want writing with it.
Yeah.
Who is the Venus Williams of Bic for her?
Mm-hmm.
Venus would take one look at the packaging and marketing for this pen and snap that fucking thing in half.
She would, with one fist,
with one pinky. Just snap an entire
Snapped.
pack in half.
Yeah, who would they give it to? Emily Dickinson? She would hate it.
She would hate it.
She would hate it. She'd
write
kill herself
many a
with it.
prose.
She'd be like, no, thank you. Yes.
Well, I think we've sufficiently torn this thing apart to get to my actual
feelings.
reviews of the product. We could spend a long time here.
Yeah, we could spend all day waxing poetic
yes.
about this
It's so
disgusting,
stupid.
masochistic piece of shit. But Matt has a review.
I have 2 reviews technically. I've got a legitimate review and my meme review.
Oh boy.
This time, actually I don't remember what I did for the 3 Wolf Moon shirt, but right now I'm going to start with a legitimate review. This pen is a bit more lightweight than I was expecting. Is it because I'm a manly man? Well, I used scissors to get the package open, so say what you will about that. It doesn't fit perfectly in between my fingers, maybe a bit more on the big than small side, but it writes well. Didn't smudge. And it's got more attention to detail in the design than many pens I've seen. Does that justify its price? Does that justify its existence? Probably not, but outrage aside, it's a fine pen. 4 out of 5.
Okay, so you took a very practical approach there.
Yes,
You said, let's forget about the masochistic signaling here, and let's just see how this pen writes.
I mean, to that good sir, I would remind him, it is the exact fucking same pen
Literally, it's
as any regular big ballpoint pen.
Good job.
But the details.
I mean, yes, design aesthetics through the roof.
Yeah.
Okay, we're looking at the Property Brothers.
Spent time on this.
This is elegant. This is supple. This says, I am a woman, hear me roar. But it is the same fucking pen.
It's got a little blue mark on the pen itself to note that this is blue ink pen.
Can't forget it's Bic. Got to put that little dude up there.
Bic for her.
Always the dude just waving at you.
Now, I have something a little special for the meme version of this review. I'd thought about writing something out on paper, and maybe I'll do that later. But right now, I have some audio to play for you.
Oh, fancy.
I don't see how a world that makes such wonderful things could be sexist. Look at this bust. Look at these teats. Look at my hips and my waist so petite. Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? Look at this stove. It never grows cold. How many onions can my small hands hold? Looking around here, you'd think, sure, she's got everything. I've got lip balms and lotions aplenty. I've got aprons and Ajax galore. You want pink cotton swabs? I got plenty. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I want to write how the people write. I want to print real fancy, jotting things down on those, what do you call them? Oh, sheets. Whipping your dick out will get you far. Dicks are required for judgment, action, or holding a dong, or your, what's that word again? Meat. Men get to talk. Men get to think, men get to put their words down in ink. Pondering minds, wish I could find a pen made for girls. What would I give if I could live just with a penis? What would I pay to spend a day just like a man? Betcha the guys don't realize that it is size that gets between us. Tiny fingers just can't linger on men's office supplies. I'm ready to write what the people write. Make some suggestions and get rejected. What was I saying? And when will I, what's the word? Learn. When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love it to fit like a glove? male designed. Wish I could find a pen made for girls.
Was that you?
That was me.
Oh my god!
A single white middle-class male masochistic tears flowing down my eyes. Also, I thought, you can tell me and Allie are kindred spirits because we both busted a laugh when you made the first dick joke.
I mean, first of all, you know that Ariel is my favorite Disney princess of all time.
I do.
And I'm listening, I'm like, I know this voice. And then I was like, holy shit, it's Matt's voice. Jesus. I love that.
A review partier of many talents.
Excellent.
Yeah, I don't know when it hit me to do that, but
it's perfect. It's lovely.
It feels perfect.
You saw it in the dream.
The vibrato was Bublé-esque.
We love some Bublé on this show.
Well, we love some bubbles.
In this family too, yeah.
But I think that's got to be the finale, right? That's
it.
Yeah.
Hot damn! How do you come back from that?
Yeah,
right.
I can't even riff on it. Your voice was so. It was a cherub. It was a cherub coming through the the clouds, and they're like, Allie, don't forget. Men have penises, and you don't have.
Matt is like a fat little prepubescent angel.
Thanks.
It's like you took a little cherub and you stretched him out. That's Matt.
I'm that Van Halen cherub.
Give him a nice head of hair. But thanks for coming today, Allie.
Hey, anytime. This was fun.
You got some plugs? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Oh, I mean, yes. Obviously, we are currently on a break for the holidays, but please check out the CampaignHER podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. It tells a harrowing journey of a woman who has made it this far.
This
woman who has made it this far against all odds, and just here to help us admit the things to ourselves that we don't admit to anyone, So, yeah, please check it out. Anywhere we listen, it's the CampaignHER. One word.
It's truly refreshing listen. For those few scant female listeners out there, do yourselves a favor and check out Allie's podcast.
There's a great episode about how I got shit on at a Burger King, and now I don't eat there anymore.
Yeah, I think even our male listeners can appreciate that, and maybe they'll learn something.
Yes, guys out there, you can learn what it's like to get your vasectomy.
Yep, that's all in there. Yep. Shout out to my husband who did it with a lot of begging, but he got there.
And
that's it.
That's it.
Sure, that is it. All right, thank you so much, Allie. Thanks to Matt for the beautiful song, and thank you so much, Allie. I have a review here.
All right.
This is from Amazon. It is for the Scam brand. Your favorite, our new favorite.
I just saw him today.
Yeah, they're getting around. I noticed them that one time. Now I see them all over. But this is for the Get the Party Started New Year's Party Kit for $25. Include top hats and tiaras. It's a bunch of those plastic New Year's hats from Amazon. $50 worth of these mofos.
Hot garbage.
This is written by Paul Kimura. He writes good enough. Very cool Korean ? Name. I gave it 5 stars. And here's why. I needed these items to last for one night, and they did. These items helped to provide the festive environment / mood I was looking for, and did so on a budget. The kids had fun making noise and wearing flimsy headpieces. Mission accomplished. You heard it. 5 stars.
Man, I should look at relationships the same way Paul does his New Year's Eve. His New Year's Eve novelties. If it lasts one night, it's the best thing ever.
That is what I was going for.
That's what I paid for, really.
That's what I paid for. One night wearing funny hats. Tooting on mysterious plastic horns.
That was her name, Horns.
What is that, Russian?
Let's not go there. I've already gone too far.
But yeah, I mean,
I guess I can't be mad at him if he wants to be wasteful, both in the amount of money he spends on that stuff, and he fully acknowledges that this stuff is disposable.
Well, think about, what if you look at it this way? How much does a year of storage cost you? Even if just a box of size. If you were to store that somewhere where you'd pay for it, how much would that be? Maybe it's worth it, the one-time, slightly overpriced skidoo.
The way you looked at the world just then, holy cow.
Yeah, I went to college, right?
You tipped me upside down.
Yep, I hate capitalism, and I know a little bit about how that shit works.
That's a good point. If space is limited, it's a quantity. Time is a quantity. Money is a quantity.
Right.
Can't have them all the time.
But I guess to devil advocate myself, because as a white man, I'm a devil advocate expert. How much is throwing these things? How much does garbage waste cost? Were these hideous? I'm sure they're, I was going to say rotting in a landfill, but that's just the very problem. They are not
just
rotting.
Sitting there.
They're just sitting there. What does the harm to the environment cost there? Kimura?
Shipping these things out all over the place.
Shipping, what kind of carbon footprint are you creating with these Party City brands? Celebrate the New Year bullshit hat, top hats, and tiaras. They do have, so I think the little horns that are literally just plastic horns.
Yeah.
Cheap, ugly, annoying crap. But they do have the ones where you blow and they go, and they, the thing rolls out.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
You can sort of punch people with it.
Those are fun.
Yeah, all-time classic.
That I'm cool with. I'm cool with the noisemakers, the old metal.
Oh, yep.
Because those things will last.
I know you're not a big drinker. Do you do the sparkling grape juice or whatever on New Year's?
Sometimes it's Grand Apple, but yeah.
Ooh,
I'll
delicious.
have a little champagne. I mean, yeah, it just ain't for me on the whole.
Yeah, I'm not. New Year's isn't. If I am not working, if I have the time, I'll go out. If someone invites me, I'll go out and party. But usually mine are pretty low key. Sans drinks, but. This year I found out that I don't have work. New Year's Day, so thinking about getting a little crazy. Oh yeah, thinking about getting a little messed up in my bedroom, quarantine style.
There's nothing more hopeful than that.
Nothing more hopeful than the knowledge, the acceptance that I might get pretty messed up. It's exciting. Now, it feels festive in this year that those feelings are hard to come by.
That's true. And you know what? I feel like lifting us out of some dark spirits. While still talking about the holidays, I have a review for Holiday World and Splash and Safari, the amusement park in Indiana, I believe. I don't think I'm misremembering that. I think it's the one that used to be Santa Claus Land, and it's like Santa Claus, Indiana, but they changed it to Holiday World to appeal to more people, obviously. Got to make them dollars.
Gotta.
This, I think I referenced this maybe off the show a couple weeks ago, that it's kind of like the opposite of the Cleveland Browns stadium, where they charge you for a lid.
Ugh.
Or they didn't give you a lid unless you were a season ticket holder. That's what it was. Just
disgusting.
The audacity of something like that.
I spit on that stadium.
Let me tell you a bit about Holiday World through the eyes and words of Andrew Frederick. Andrew writes, "This place is nothing short of amazing. My girlfriend came here 10 years ago and recommended that we go together. I was excited yet skeptical of the quality of this theme park compared to Kings Island, my local favorite. Holiday World is all caps perfect. The coasters are a 10 out of 10, including their newest, Thunderbird. The water park is perfect, including the water coasters, lazy river, and closeness to the regular park. There's nothing I'd want to change, except for this park to move forward with their growth. They also have online reservations currently. This gave me the opportunity to maximize my time without dying in the heat. You check into a ride online, wait 15 to 30 minutes and go do what you want. Then you just walk up and ride the ride. Great concept. Free parking, free drinks, low-priced food. The hospitality is above and beyond. A worker literally walked by me and said good morning. It wouldn't mean anything if they did that at Kings Island, but they don't. Holiday World is amazing, hands down. Check it out. Thumbs up, 5 stars.
Hell yeah. Shout out the little guy theme park.
And Andrew talked about free parking, free drinks. Other reviews also said free sunscreen.
Free sunscreen, free drinks.
I know, going to Six Flags my whole life, or like the two times I've actually decided to go there and spend my money. I'm about to pay $4 for a Coca-Cola? My God.
Yeah. I've ventured to, in our neck of the woods, you know, it has a special place in my heart, but boy, does Six Flags suck. It has a lot of great rides. Boy, is it sometimes a very shitty experience. Yeah. Especially for your wallet. Wisconsin Dells, I've gone there lots of times. Whew, glad I was a child who was not paying for anything.
Yeah, it's great, but
right. Holy cow. I can't imagine free unlimited drinks. I love that.
Yeah. The only place was like that casino we went to. They gave us free sodas.
Oh, yeah. I was just thinking about your visit the other day. I brought the boys, you know, they come from Illinois where you have to be 21 to go to casino. Up in my neck of the woods in Michigan, 18, baby. I made those boys waste some money, but we drank it back in free soda.
That was great.
$50-$60 worth of free soda.
And we still have all our teeth.
Debatable. Define tooth. You know what I'm saying?
the unitooth like Barney. You got one of those going.
I always thought, man, it must be so easy to be Barney and brush your teeth so fast. You just slick your toothbrush down that son of a bitch like a racetrack.
I have a review here, a Yelp review from Ryan C., also known as the tub reviewer or the guy who reviews things from his tub. We're going to plug him in a bit. He writes on the restaurant, Vittorio's Pizza Bistro, make a left out of the parking lot and make a left at the first light. Take that up to the next light and make a right. Head down that way for 2 minutes and stop when you get to Cucina d'Italia. I think he's telling you, go someplace else. I generally don't like leaving negative Yelps because I don't want to hurt anyone, but this place kind of sucked ass, in my opinion. The buffalo chicken pizza was bland as all heck. It was just crappy, in my opinion. And the crispy crust was so goddamn rock hard you couldn't even fold the pizza. For you and me, that's like, what does that mean?
Yeah, that's pretty standard.
This is not an opinion. This was a fact. And once you eat the business end of the za, you can't eat the crust unless you have the teeth and jaw strength of a crocodile.
Yeah, that's a little much.
I also had a piece of meat lover's pizza. This, in my opinion, was probably like eating 2 pieces of sheetrock with some sausage between them. I know they all have pizza out in front for you to look at, but as I waited for the pizza to heat up, I wondered how long some of those slices were sitting there, waiting for some sucker to come buy one. When I saw the cracked cheese on top of it, that, in my opinion, looked like it died 3 days ago, I put together a nice guess. In my opinion, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles wouldn't like this place. In my opinion, it should be called Shitty Sbarro. Also, it wouldn't kill them to wipe off the plastic placemats once in a mile. 1 star. And I'm going to send you a quick pic of the pizza that he attached. Oh my God.
What? No. That looks like a science experiment.
That looks dead rotten.
Nasty, dude. I'm on his side. I'm on his side. You know, we're in your corner, bud. But I will say, cut the Ninja Turtles some slack. You know, they know their way around a pie. They're from New York. You know, they're from the Bronx. They know a pie.
So with that, I'd like to thank Ryan. Reviews from the tub. Ladies and gentlemen, if you think our obscure review themed thing is not obscure enough, check out Reviews from the Tub. This man sits in his bathtub reviewing things, like food. He's eating in his bathtub.
Can you imagine?
You can find him on Instagram. He's streaming on Twitch. He's also got a YouTube channel. check this stuff out if you're interested in some nasty, grungy stuff.
And also a big thanks to our old/new buddy Allie, right?
You can find her at the CampaignHER podcast, or you can go to CampaignHER.com. If you're a lady that's listening to this show, hello, how'd you get in? It might be very, very refreshing for you to hear just another lady who isn't afraid to dish it.
Absolutely. We're all about the dish. Several different kinds of dishes here on reviewparty.com, but her dish is deep and plentiful in ways that ours never could be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, with that, thanks, Allie, for coming on, and thanks you guys for listening. Couldn't do it without you. Much love to the Review Party family out there. Don't forget there's new bepisodes, Bevry, Booze Day. That's new episodes every Tuesday. # Tuesday Reviews Day. And if on an upcoming episode you'd like to hear one of your funnier reviews that you found on your internet that you pay for, you can send it over to our internet that we pay for via email. If you've heard about that stuff, put a hyperlink to a review in that bad boy. Send it over to reviewparty.com@gmail.com. Include your name so we can give you credit. We'd love to feature it on the show.
Mm-hmm. If you like the show and you like more things that would be like the show, then you can follow us on social media at ReviewPartyPod on Twitter, at ReviewParty.com on Instagram. We're also on Reddit, posting things every now and then. Or you can go to the coup de grace, our website, reviewparty.com, where you'll find the episodes. You'll find the blogs about reviews. You'll find the after party review newsletter sign up thing. And you'll find the shop where there's not only reviewparty.com merch, but also crazy links to those Amazon items that we feature on this show here.
Absolutely.
Check all that stuff out.
I'm sure some chutney will be on there shortly.
Yeah.
Delicious. I know where I'm getting my chut. I don't think we've mentioned it before, even though the reviewparty.com is just as old as reviewparty.com podcast. What a beautiful website that we made together.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, go check it out just to get the aesthetics. And yeah, Squarespace, where's the sponsor at, dog?
Or anybody else.
Anybody. And let your friends know about the podcast. If you want to support reviewparty.com, that is the best way to do it. If you know you have a friend who loves funny podcasts, they listen to my brother and me, silly stuff like that, you know, review them, recommend them a little reviewparty.com. Say, hey, I think you might like this. But the biggest thanks, the largest thanks, is an entire New Year's Eve drinking fountain worth of bubbly thanks goes to the Nosebleeds for letting us use their jam bread for breakfast.
Thanks,
for our
boys.
theme song. Thank you so much. Hear it at the top, middle, and bottom of every episode. It's a great tune. You can find more of their great tunes over on Spotify. Nosebleeds, one word. All right. I've got a lovely little thing to play us out. Not a traditional review in the traditional sense, but it was so funny and up our alley, I had to share it.
All right.
This is from Tumblr. Tumblr user Fairy Cosmos has a review for Fireflies by Owl City.
Love it.
Love it. Very, very famous little techno pop ballad from, not even a ballad, techno pop dance jam from our high school college years. Anyway, they write about Fireflies by Owl City. Closest we've come to world peace.
Hear, hear.
Hear, hear. Happy
Peace.
New Year, everybody. I'm Brent.
I'm Matt.
This has been ReviewParty.com. Take it easy, folks.